So how is it getting young guys more reps in this type of situation?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you got to develop, especially in today's day and age. Like, development, in my opinion, is absolutely critical. You've seen some of our young guys step up who were participating in this last year. So we just got to continue to develop these guys.
How big is it having Boogie to what he's done so far?
Yeah, it's been a huge addition for him. I mean, Kendrick as well has been huge, stepping in. So, I mean, those guys have really stepped into these critical roles for us, and they've played well.
On your staff, you guys have different coaching patterns and patterns, different coaching styles. I guess Coach Barron, he doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. I guess how does that even fieldness kind of help with development?
Yeah, I mean, I think him and Vince have conflicting personalities a lot on the field, so that's what you want. You want guys who, they're not, copy paste of each other. You want guys with different personalities, different backgrounds. Because they can add value in different ways. If everybody is the same, or if everybody comes from the same coaching tree or the same system or the same way or beliefs, then you're going to get stagnant. So I want people around me that are like, what are you doing going for that? Or why did you do this? Or how are we coaching this? Why do you do it that way? That's how you become better, because you have good conversations. So I think having different personalities is the same thing.
I feel like some of that NFL experience he has kind of plays into that.
I just think he knows what he's doing, and he's confident in it, and he demands what he says. And if you don't do it, he's going to put somebody else in. It's that simple. So then you want to do it because you want to play. And so I think he just sets a standard, and you hit the standard and you play, or you don't hit the standard and you don't.
How about the way the defensive line stepped up, especially late in that last game?
Yeah, they played phenomenal. I mean, our interior guys took on double teams all night. They were the pickers in a lot of twist games, which set guys free. So we just got to continue to play good team defense, starting with the fronts.
How do you maybe compare and contrast the kind of resiliency of last year's team versus what you've seen over these last couple weeks with 25 guys?
A little bit different. We're not the same team. We have the resilience and the confidence. I think last year's team was a little more vocal, and this year's team you could probably see, the resilience more than here, where it's more like a calming resilience. I don't know if that's just because our guys have confidence, whereas before they were trying to force the confidence. Now they may just have it, or if it's just different personalities. So I think we still have that resilience. We just have a little bit different personality of a team.
Coach, what are a few of your main focuses for this bye week?
Score points in the red zone, prepare for Utah. On defense, it's clean up some of our presentations, clean up some of our third and long, second and long plays. So we're giving up too many of those second and catastrophics, third and catastrophics. So I would say that would be probably the primary for us, and then just go back for self-scouting things to make sure we don't have strong tendencies one way or another, and if we do, we got to break those tendencies.
Coach, Harpo's been making big plays the last couple of weeks. How massive is it to have the ability to just go to 12 and 13 personnel on a whim?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, got to play to your players' strengths. And right now, they're one of our strengths, which is good. Hopefully we get some guys back, which I'll talk about next week, and stuff like that. That'll help us, play to more strengths. Right now, we're pretty limited with personnel groupings. Hopefully we'll be able to expand upon that as we move forward.
Coach, looking forward, how do you want to jumpstart your team in the first half to play like how they play in the second half?
I would like them to play how we play in the second half. In the first half, like you said, there's not like a secret way to jumpstart it. We just got to play better early. I mean, that's simple. I mean, Texas State, we played really good early. NAU, we score, stop, score. So I think we just got to play better early, and part of that is, we're getting teams' best stuff. When you're a team that people game plan for and they prepare for, you may have notes from summer on us that you're preparing and holding to play us, and they bring that stuff out and it's successful. So I think our guys are just good at adapting and changing mid-game, and I think that's a strength. Hopefully, as the season progresses, the longer a season goes, the more you should know what you're going to get. So the less adjustments happen mid-game, the more game plans get in effect. So hopefully, as this season progresses, the more this success that we're having, once we realize that what a defense is doing, we'll have a beat on what's going to happen, earlier in the game.
Other than studying your upcoming opponents, how much do you look at other things in the Big 12?
Not really. Anything. I don't do. We just watch our. Really, one upcoming opponent. All we watch is Utah. Like, that's the only team we're focused on right now is Utah and us. And we're kind of in like after today, we'll be in a 50-50 mode of us and Utah tomorrow. And then it'll be way more extra Utah day on Thursday. Because, like I said, they're a phenomenal team. They've won for a long time, and they're winning this year. And, you know, they're a couple plays away early in that Texas Tech game from being undefeated. And they should most definitely be a top 25 team.
It just got announced that that's going to be a night game. You having experience knowing what that's, at least from an observational perspective, knowing what that's like at night?
I mean, it's chaotic. I mean, I think their win rate is over 85 or 90. Somebody sent it to me, like high 80% win rate in the last 10 years there for 7 or later kickoffs their time. So they don't lose at home at night. So it's a great challenge for our guys to understand that this is not only a good football team, this is an unbelievable environment, and we're playing there at night. So, you know, let's go not get 77 false starts. It's the challenge.
Coach, you talk about obviously the depth, but especially like defensively, guys that have come in. I mean, you talk about even somebody like Rodney who's been here, but just their even confidence in the system. How do you feel that working with the guys in front of them has helped boost their confidence and inevitably your depth?
Yeah, I do think the fact that he was talented enough to play as a true freshman. I think the fact we didn't have to play him as a true freshman, he could sit there and learn, has really given him the confidence now that when he's on the field, he's ready. It's not like I'm talented enough and I'm out here. It's like, no, I'm ready and I'm talented enough. So I think the fact that he could sit there and learn from the Keiths and the Javens and really feel comfortable in the scheme and then go out there and perform like the way he did, I mean, he played phenomenal.
Coach, Xavier obviously was out in the past couple of weeks, but we've seen him out here in practice kind of coaching up the young guys. Just how has he stayed involved in the prep and with your team even though he's been out?
Yeah, I mean, I told him we need you. You got to coach those guys. You got to get the next guys ready for us back there. You're as good as anybody to teach our scheme. You're as good as anybody for those guys to, you know, hear it the way that you say it. You know, you're the coach on the field. Now you're the coach on the field just with a whistle for the next couple weeks, hopefully. And so he's just done a great job.
Coach, can you speak on Jesus a little bit? Back-to-back game winners, less than 2 minutes. Can you kind of talk about that consistency and that mindset, missing one against TCU, coming back to the win?
Yeah, I mean, never had a doubt. The dude, I mean, even if you had a doubt, the way you prepare, you want it to be in his hands. You know, when somebody prepares, you want them to have the ball. And he prepares in a way that you want him to have the ball in the biggest moments. And whether it goes in or not, I can sleep at night knowing he's kicking it.
Releak's obviously taking kind of the lead back role for the last couple of weeks. Had great success leading the conference. How do you see Kanye Udo kind of fitting into that rotation now, right?
Yeah, I mean, Releak's doing a good job. Sip's working back in. We got to find. Must be an interception. We got to find a way to, you know, be more efficient on short down and goal line. So we got to find a back or who that's going to be to get in there in those situations because we got to be better at that.
What's it been like watching Scat kind of emerge? Not to change the subject.
It's been awesome. I mean, all the videos of him like screaming, those are more fun for me to watch than the touchdowns. Like, I knew he was going to score touchdowns and do backflips and all that. But when he's like, I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that's the game. That's the childhood game that he still gets to play and he gets to do it for a living, and that's pretty cool to see.
Is it kind of like a proud parent moment almost?
It is. It's like, oh, yeah, it is. I mean, he's a special kid. You know, he's got a legend here. But just the way he brings positive energy and he brings intensity every single day is, I think, what separates him is the mindset. You know, he's not the biggest, he's not the fastest, but he's wired in a way that he's one of the hardest guys to tackle because mentally he told himself when he was a little rugrat that people aren't going to tackle me. And he took that mentality his entire life. He was raised like that, he plays like that, he lives like that. And it's pretty cool to watch him, you know, live out his dream. Kid who was underappreciated his entire life until the last 4 months of his college career, really 2 months of his college career. And then go out to live on his dream. It's pretty cool.
How rare is it for somebody to make that much improvement from junior to senior season?
Yeah, pretty rare to be honest. You know, we really just, you know, me and him had a lot of heart-to-hearts from the transition from junior year to senior year. I think you have to. I think, you know, tough conversations are what are needed You know, you have to have really tough conversations with people. And I think he was somebody that took tough conversations really well. He took it as a challenge, and he wanted to prove everybody wrong. And I think he's doing that, and he still is doing that.
Did you see him do backflips here? I guess I haven't seen him do that.
One or two, but not many. I mean, I think it would be a flag in college. Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. There's a little. I don't. Yeah. Hope they don't put that out there for our guys. 7 guys try to do a backflip. If we find a way to score versus Utah, right? Because they're really good.
He did do the one in the middle of the dodgeball game. Scat.
Oh yeah, you're right. He did do that one. So I'm not tuned into our celebrations. Celebrations and swag are not high on my list of things I care about. I love handshakes, though. I'm big on guys having handshakes with each other.
How can you use Scat as an example just for the guys and as well as future recruits? What a guy can do?
Mentality is everything. You know, at the end of the day, talent's going to catch up to you, and somebody's going to be as talented with you. Your mentality, your work ethic, how you attack every day, and if you love it, or if it's something you have to do versus something you love to do. Eventually, when talent catches up, what is the separating factor? I think Scott's separating factor is his mentality, and nobody can ever take that away from you. People, your athleticism can get taken away, your physicality can take it away, but in life, nobody can take away your mentality. And I think Scott has a mentality that he's going to be successful. Doesn't matter what he does, he's going to figure out. So I think hopefully our guys take that from Scott is he's going to make it because there's no other option for him. He does not give himself an option. He's going to do whatever's necessary to make it. And that goes on and off the field.
Yeah, similar heart to hearts you had with Sam and Jordan.
The different people, like everybody, you have to have different conversation with. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses that are different. So, yeah, I've definitely had one-on-one conversations with a lot of guys in our team. They're not the one-on-ones I had with Scott because he was different, right? Everybody needs something and needs different, in my opinion, guidance or direction. So every conversation is different.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go watch the Young Bucks.
Hey, Coach.